Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today doing another review, and today we're talking about Halloween Resurrection, probably the worst inside the franchise. Now this film came out in 2002 and it was directed by Rick Rosenthal, the same director of Halloween 2. So yeah, let's just jump right into this, man. The opening text is ugly straight away inside the title sequence. You can tell it's early 2000s, but I will give it credit. At least we get the Halloween theme, which was kind of lacking in the other films. So yeah, at least we get that. We get a Laurie monologue about heaven and hell, and she's locked up after killing an innocent man 3 years ago, you know, at the end of Halloween H2O. Because we all know at this point, like I said last time, she cuts Michael's head off, and it was revealed to be an ambulance worker, which is one of the most stupidest retcons of all time. Like, what the fuck, man? So yeah, now Laurie doesn't speak like Michael didn't for all these years. She's locked up, she's putting the pills inside the teddy bear because she's not actually taking them. Because she's waiting, she knows Michael's going to come back for her one day. It's been 3 years, but she's still waiting. And then of course, she sees him outside and he comes in after her and he just walks through a door head first. Like, he just smashes through a door head first. Like, what the fuck, man? Just looking back later, Michael loves just going head first through stuff inside this film. I don't get it either, I really don't. So Laura leads Michael up to the roof for this trap that she set, and she, catches his leg and he's dangling upside down and he's just, waving his hands. He's kind of stupid, to be honest. How did she set up this trap when she's been locked up? Some nurse mentions before, yeah, we found her on the roof a few times, but what the fuck, how was she making this trap? How was she getting the materials for it? So Michael puts his hands on the ears like this. He's mocking what the guy did in H2O. Trying to tell Laura, oh, you sure it's me this time? So, of course, Laura being... it's Laura being stupid, but it's the writing being stupid, really. She walks over. She's like, I gotta make sure. So she tries to take off his mask. Michael grabs her, flips her around, and stabs her. And Laurie kisses him goodbye. She goes, I'll see you in hell. And she falls to her death. So Michael has finally accomplished his goal. He's killed Laura, his sister. Now what? He gives his knife to this guy who's in there, who's obsessed with serial killers, and he just walks home, and you think, okay, Michael's accomplished his goal. Now what? We're only 20 minutes into the film. What the fuck's gonna happen now? Which is a really cool point, if you think about it. I wish they expanded on it more. Now what does Michael do? He's accomplished his mission. Laurie's dead. He's just gonna go home and just retire. Which is what it seems like, because now we're introduced to our main character, Sarah, who's a Haddonfield University student. She's hired for this reality TV show, which she's set inside the Myers house, where they get all these cameras set up and they wear webcams and just walk about and investigate and shit. And the film's so dated, you can tell it's early 2000s. We got Yahoo chat rooms and the big ass computers and shit. We've also got Busta Rhymes, who plays Freddy, the host of this Dangertainment that it's called. And Busta Rhymes ain't bad. He has some stupid moments later on, but this film's so bad that you just gotta laugh at it, to be honest. I love Halloween, but this just feels like a parody, and you just go along with it. You actually have an alright time, but it's still definitely the worst, but we'll get into that later. So we get some foreshadowing, because Busta Rhymes, Freddy, is watching Kung Fu movies inside his hotel room, which will come back later. Like I said, the Myers house has cameras, and the characters have webcams too, which have been streamed to the internet. But this house looks much better than it did with 5. I'll give the film some credit. This house does look better. It looks sort of like the original did. And then Michael comes in and he kills this guy setting up the cameras with a tripod with this spike. Which I've used tripods and they don't have that spike or whatever. And he puts it right through his fucking neck and he's dead. The mask in this one looks alright. It's better than H2O, I gotta say that. The eye holes, even though they look kind of big, they're not shot inside the same way. So that's good. But his hair looks like it's got an afro. His hair looks all I don't know. But I like this mask better than H2O. We'll give it that. And it is better than Halloween 5. The mask, anyway. One thing that does me head in, though, is the constant switching between the film, actual, film shots and the camera POV of the characters. It's kind of jarring after a bit. And especially because the webcams are such shitty quality. It's what am I looking at? One of the most funny moments of this film, though, Kevin from American Pie, the actor, he's staring into a mirror, Michael just fucking busts out of it and grabs him. It's just... the visual of it is so funny, man. You're what the fuck? He's just talking, and all of a sudden it's boom, mid-sentence, Michael comes out the mirror. And here's one of the biggest what the fuck moments that a lot of people are going to talk about, apart from the ending. Freddy walks into the house dressed up as Michael Myers, to try and scare the people. But real Michael Myers is behind him, walking behind him. So Freddy turns around and he tells him off because he thinks it's one of the workers. He's he taps his head, he's you're so stupid. He's get the fuck out of Dodge. You're going to ruin this for me. It's one of the most stupidest moments. Because he tells Michael to get the fuck out of Dodge, and Michael actually listens and just walks away. Like, what the fuck? Was Michael confused? Like, does he think he's looking inside a mirror or something? Why didn't you just stab the guy right there and then? But you know, Halloween Resurrection boy, right? So it's revealed later on that Michael lives underneath his house inside the sewers, and you know, there's like dead rats and stuff what he's been eating, and a little newspaper clipping of Laurie Strode. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay, like, I guess Michael would live there. I don't know. I don't really need to see this though. He's got like a little teddy bear on his bed with nails inside the eyes. Like, okay, Michael, I guess this is what you've been doing. We get a nice decapitation in front of the characters when they finally realise, like, oh shit, this isn't an act, it's actual Michael Myers, which is pretty cool. So then he comes downstairs and goes after him, obviously. But all these characters are just one-dimensional, man. One-note characters. Like, we got the chef character, who, you know, he's a chef, so he uses like a bread roll to try and attack Michael. He throws salt aside the guy's eyes and he starts throwing knives at him. It's just, all these characters just don't stand out. And you killed the best character in the first 20 minutes, but, you know, like I said in the last video, Jamie Lee Curtis had a contract and she didn't want to stay inside this film, so they had to kill her off. But still, the characters, apart from Freddy's not annoying, he's funny. Apart from him, the rest of them just meh. And then Michael puts his head first through another window, like through a window this time instead of a door. He gets kicked right through. He gets kicked straight away. But why is he putting his head through shit? Like everything. He don't use his arm or anything. Just head first straight into shit. Like what the fuck, man? He's definitely headstrong, I guess. I don't know. So of course, one of the worst moments inside the franchise, Freddy Kung Fu kicks Michael through a window. First he kicks him once and he kicks him again right through the window. And then Sarah, the main character, if you want to call her that, she grabs the chainsaw and she's like, this is for Kevin out of American Pie. I shouldn't say that. And she's like, this is for the other girl. And this is for all of them. And it's so cheesy. She's like swinging at him with a chainsaw. She don't even cut him really. And then a fire starts and Michael gets caught up inside all this electrical stuff and he starts burning. And you get the line from Busta Rhymes, trick or treat, motherfucker. What the fuck, man? This film's so bad. If Busta Rhymes was going against someone else, it would work. It doesn't work against Michael, because so far this series has mostly been serious. Like, if he was doing this against Freddy Krueger, it would be fine. But Michael Myers, like, the guy doesn't speak. Like, it don't make sense, man. So like I said, Michael's caught up beside the wires, and then Busta Rhymes gives the other line. He goes, hey Micah, happy fucking Halloween. As they leave him to burn. So the ending is Michael gets taken to the coroner's office and his eye opens and we're like, oh no, he's not dead, because you know you can never kill Michael. As Mustafa Ricard said, you never kill Michael, so you know there's always got to be a way for him to come back. But overall, man, Halloween Resurrection, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. This is the worst it's had the franchise for me. Some people might say Halloween 5 or 6 or Rob Zombie's Halloween, but this to me, like, Freddy is alright, he's entertaining sometimes. The mask is decent. You kill off Laurie Strode in the first 20 minutes. All the characters are just meh. They're not likable. They're just meh. Like, at least in Halloween 5, they're annoying. So you know you want them to die. But in this, I just don't care about them whatsoever. I just meh, whatever. This film had a lot of potential though. Like, they kill Laurie off, and then it would have been interesting to see what Myers does next. But obviously he goes home, and then these dickheads are just inside his house trying to make a TV show. So he can't get any peace. So in a way, you know, Michael's right for killing him. They're inside his house. Like, he's just there, you know, he's killed his sister. He's done his life mission. Now what's he gonna do? And people just come to his house to get killed. So well, I guess they did something like this in Halloween 2018 where Michael doesn't really have a reason. He's just, you know, roaming, killing whoever he comes across. Because obviously in 2018, Laurie and Michael are brother and sister, so he has really no motive. He just escapes and he just kills whatever he comes across, really. So I guess we do see that in upcoming future installments, but it would have been pretty cool to see inside this film, like what Michael would do. Now he's off the chain, now he's killed Laura. But, you know, like I said, people just come to his house and start getting killed, so you can't really blame Michael for that, I guess. Let me know your thoughts and opinions inside the comments down below. What did you think of Halloween Resurrection? Next week we're reviewing Rob Zombie's Halloween, which should be interesting. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Let me know if you want to see any other horror reviews, like other franchises that I can do. Until next time, peace out. Thanks for watching. In a bit.